Can you believe it's been 3 years since the slap heard round the world? That's right. Yesterday marked 3 years since Will Smith went up on that Oscar stage and told Chris Rock to keep his wife's name out of his effing mouth. So how is Will Smith celebrating the anniversary? By releasing a new album, of course, and doing a diss track. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore. It's actually been 20 years since Will Smith's released an album, and today marks the day of his new album based on a true story. His first album in 20 years since Lost and Found, which was the most recent album. And the first track on it addresses everything in a diss track in a way. It's almost as if Will Smith made a diss track about Will Smith, but at the same time, he's kind of making light of it all still. I'm curious what you guys think of the lyrics. Before we get there and look at it, I do just want to take a moment to remember and recognize 3 years ago today was this moment. One of the most insane moments I can think of in Hollywood. Like, just the shock. I was watching it live on the Oscars. I'm sitting there and not a lot of people were watching the Oscars. And I remember it happening and I'm like, was that a joke? What the heck just happened? And they bleeped it on that. The worldwide feed didn't bleep it. That's when we got the actual information. But I went rewind and I, oh my God, this is, and I rushed to the studio and I recorded it immediately. And it was one of my biggest hits at the time because I was sort of the first person who was watching and recorded and got it out in the world. And then the unedited version came out and everything else and it became exploded. But my gosh, everybody was losing their minds over the celebrities were really upset. Judd Apatow now deleted tweets talking about just how he seems to, his plan to get comedians in the world to not make jokes about him is not going to pan out. The Williams family must be furious, pure narcissism. He could have killed someone. That's pure out of control rage and violence. They've heard a million jokes about them in the last 3 decades. They are not freshmen in the world of Hollywood and comedy. He lost his mind. Rob Reiner saying there was no excuse for Will Smith's actions. Slam the actor's acceptance speech to almost justify his behavior as protecting his family. Will Smith owes Chris Rock a huge apology. There's no excuse for what he did. He's lucky Chris is not filing charges. The excuses he made tonight were BS. I mean, everybody was going off. Everybody. What you saw on TV was a guy with real issues. That's crazy. Crazy when you can't contain yourself. This is Howard Stern saying it. Chris Rock was trying to make people laugh at the effing ceremony, which was so long and boring. Everybody. Kathy Griffin, who had to come out. Let me tell you something. It's very bad practice to walk up on stage and physically assault a comedian. Now we all have to worry about who wants to be the next Will Smith in comedy clubs and theaters. It was a big deal. We all lived it. We all remember. So I just want to remind you all that. Now, Will Smith did apologize a couple times. The first one, not so effective. Then he did, after pressure, a more effective one. Chris Rock, of course, came forward with his own responses and, said, I'm not a victim. You'll never see me on Oprah crying about this. It's never going to happen. And he said his piece. I thought he did a really good response. And I do think we are all attempting to move on, but Will Smith clearly had to address it. So how did he address it? Well, I can't play the song fully because they're going to get me, but here's like a quick clip.
Will Smith is canceled. Oh, you can't cancel no icon.
Now, that's boom, boom, boom. That's the beat. And they're all doing like barbershop voices. This album is called Interior. This track is called Interior Barbershop. And so as I read these lyrics to you, I wish I could just play it, but they're going to ding the video or pull the whole video. Just know it's all voices. So I'm going to read you the lyrics. I'm going to give you my performance, if you will, with voices, because none of this is actually Will Smith saying it as Will Smith. However, Will Smith wrote it, and he is kind of dissing himself. Will Smith is canceled. Oh, you can't cancel no icon. Boy, please. He walk around like he all invincible or something. Don't be messing with Will. He's the Fresh Prince. Who the F Will Smith think he is? And that boy damn crazy how he raising them kids. What? Yeah, he even is calling out the fact, yeah, his kids are strange. No, he isn't. Yes, he is. No, he isn't. Yes, he is. And I ain't never going to forgive him for that S he did. Boy, bye. I mean, Will Smith used to be cool. He's still the shit. He can fit your whole house in his pool. I don't know. I mean, he rich, but he ain't rich. Boy, please. It's kind of funny. It's true. I don't remember the last flick he did. You don't remember Aladdin? No, Aladdin was not a good example. What about Men in Black? That was ages ago. I know you're badass guac, Bad Boys. I know you remember that. The last Bad Boys was actually pretty good. The last couple of Bad Boys, that was definitely his best film. I heard he down bad. I heard he won the Oscar, but he had to give it back. And they only made him do that because he's black. Again, he does that in a very over-exaggerated accent, sort of all the rumors and people out there. That wasn't true. He don't need it. He the first to win a Grammy for rap. That's a fact. So he is trying to, even in his own diss, remind everybody, I'm still good. He put all that Philly on his back. He put all the Philly on his back as someone who's from Philadelphia. I will give him some credit in saying, yes, he definitely repped Philly, but so did Sylvester Stallone. I mean, so did so many other, Bradley Cooper, M. Night Shyamalan. There's a lot of Philly love, Will. But yes, I'll put you in the top, and he's part of it. Bottom line, y'all, West Philadelphia, born. Yeah, I'll give him Philly. Bottom line, y'all, Will Smith is whack. I mean, he's rich, funny, and sexy too. You wish you had a Jada Pinkett next to you. Do we though? Do we though? Him and Jada both crazy, girl. What you talking about? I do love that he actually calls that out. You better keep his wife's name out your mouth. You're talking shh. But if he came right now, you'd be like, come on, Mr. Smith, would you please sit down? Hell no. I'd be like, come get a fade because all your haircuts I've seen on the big screen be lame. One thing's for sure, you can't call him lazy. I ain't calling him lazy. I call that N-word crazy. One classic album that make him Jay-Z. That's good shaded on him. He's roasting himself there quite well. Jay-Z plus movies and TV. He's like, well, TV was a while ago, Will. It was a while ago, but sure. Okay, fine. Look, he's still the GOAT. Bad Boys came in first. I don't like his damn music. That N-word don't effing curse. But then he curses. He gonna drop a new record like we all gonna forget. He need to take another year and untangle some S. Ooh, oh my God. Look, I'm giving him credit because he's going there. He's reporting on all the stuff that everybody said, and he's not holding back. Who the F think he is? He only still relevant because of his kids. No, he isn't. Yes, he is. No, he isn't. Yeah, he is. And I ain't never going to forgive him for that S he did. Uh-oh. Oh, S, they need me in the back. Come. And then that's when Will Smith walks in to the barbershop. And then, of course, the guy who's been talking crap. Come in, Miss Smith. It's Mr. Smith. Would you like to sit down? I think that's a typo. It's Mr. Because Will walks in and he sort of sets the tone for that earlier. Because even though everyone's talking crap about him, they still want to be next to him, want to be famous with him. Look, what do you think? He's making light of it, but I feel like he's kind of has to. I can move on from it. I can. I'm not going to say I forgive it fully and I'm forgetting about it. I'll never forget about it. Neither will Chris Rock. What he did to Chris Rock was insane. But is this a good way to address it? Throughout the whole album, it does kind of feel like a forced Hallmark card therapy session. Even this tantrum track. Why does my ego keep holding me ransom? Why does my fear control me at random? Life has got ugly, but F it, I'm handsome. There's just a lot of stuff of him. Clearly, it's a true story, based on a true story. So he's trying to get, I won't sugarcoat those stuff with bubblegum, going through troubles. I hate what the trouble done. I mean, it's all weird, but he goes, into this sort of chorus. Back on my journey, I'm taking my chances, searching and question, looking for answers, hoping this medicine heal all the damage. My inner child keep throwing a tantrum. I took my traumas and made it an anthem. Man. So I'm not going to doubt that he had some trauma. Clearly, what he did in that day was caused from trauma. No doubt in my mind, he had issues that it does seem like he's been trying to fix. In this last track, You Lookin' For Me, he does make a shout out to Jada again. The line, here it is. Took a lot. I'm back on top. Y'all gonna have to get acclimated. If I was you and I saw me, I'd see why you'd be aggravated. Won't stop, my S still hot, even though I won't get nominated. Personal life with my wife, mind your business. It's complicated. All that matters is the fact that I'm still getting compensated. So look, confidence, admitting it's complicated, because clearly it's complicated. Is this too much? What do you think? Should he be out there after this whole thing, after this drama, after all the reactions and what he's caused? Is he allowed to just, make light? I check out the track. It's a pretty good track. I mean, for an intro track, it sets the tone. The album itself's not awful, but I also don't think I'm going to really ever fully listen to it. But what do you think of Will Smith's return to music, him addressing this? Is it right? Is it wrong? I want to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for all alerts as well, and leave a comment down below. We're going to be uncensored today. Speaking of cursing, we'll be uncensored. So join us live if you're a member here on YouTube or on Patreon. a member on either Patreon or YouTube, you'll be able to join us live for Uncensored. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff. I hope to see you guys there. More videos coming your way, so stay tuned here on Popcorn Planet.